can we have hope and peace through the time of our worship, lift our hands, play our harps, and sing our songs to God in the culture of captivity? Don't lose me today. How can we worship when all hell is breaking loose? And how can we worship when the rug has been pulled out from under? Maybe some of you have come this morning and you ask yourself the question, how can I live a pure life of worship, lift my hands and personally give him praise when my life is in shambles, when I'm living in bondage, when I'm living in a place that may be considered captivity? Let me talk to you for just a minute, because I remember when I was a young boy growing up in Pentecostal church, coming to understand the power of music and the power of worship songs. The conviction, the emotion, the fundamental pursuit of a holy God through the raising of our voices and the lifting of our hands, just longing. They were longing just to stand in the presence of God. And with that longing to be in the presence of God, as a young boy, I began to understand those around me were cognitively aware of the fact that we are still limited by our carnal deficiencies, our dirty rag unrighteousness, unclean and unfit to worship. However, there was some kind of a sense of understanding that the righteousness of Jesus Christ and the precious blood that he shed on Calvary had given them and given us an extended invitation where we were unrighteous to stand in the imputed righteousness of Christ and to worship the God of all glory, just to feel a little bit of his presence. It was a desire. There was a longing. There was a drawing of the Spirit, that when we came together in a corporate setting like this, those of the church of old, when I was a little boy, I began to understand the power of worship and the power of song and the power of music, that we wanted to stand in his presence even though we knew we were unrighteous, that we could stand in his righteousness and somehow sense the very glory of God. I wish there'd be somebody this morning who would throw your hands up and say, I know I'm unrighteous and I know I'm dirty like filthy rags, but I'm thankful that the imputed righteousness of God gives me an opportunity right now just to lift my hands long enough and raise my voice loud enough to have a little bit of his presence.